Hey everyone, welcome back to David at Go To Hobbies. You know what the problem with this country is, don't you? It's full of wimps, full of little do-goodies, full of people that think they can govern the country, full of people that like to think they know better than everyone else. I'm not one of those. But the difference between me and them is I'll tell you what I see, I'll tell you what I think, and I'll tell you the truth. And the truth is this: the UK government is a global embarrassment. The way they conduct themselves in Parliament is just like a blinking chimpanzee to Tea Party. Yeah? Why do I say this? You ever seen our government in Parliament at Prime Minister's question time? It is a joke. It is a bloody embarrassment to see grown men acting like little kids. And that's not the only thing, is it? How does that make people feel when they see this UK government acting like that? Embarrassing, isn't it? I have lost all faith in the British government. I don't have a lot of faith in the police because they're never there when you need them. But going back to the UK government, I feel that we have been betrayed. I feel that the only chance we have is to have Nigel Farage or someone in charge of the Reform UK to turn Britain around into a great nation. I've often stated that I think Donald Trump should be in charge of the Great Britain, because if he was, we'd see a massive difference. We would not have half the problems we are facing now. And the trouble with Britain is that it'll be alright. And it's almost like snobbery in certain aspects where, oh, we're too good to say thank you, we're too good to say this, or we're too good to say that. Just look at people's attitude. That is the biggest problem. They think they know better. I don't pretend to be. And at the end of the day, what's important to me is to tell you how I feel, tell you what I think. Some people might not like that. But it's about telling the truth. It's about being honest with you and how things affect me. Unfortunately, I would have voted for Reform UK this evening in the local elections. But unfortunately, I'm not at home. I was going to try and do a phone vote if it was available, or a postal vote, but we'll see. I've yet to do some research, but I'm mostly doing YouTube videos. That's the reason why I haven't done it. But how I see things going, all I think will happen with this government, it will continue, but it will alienate a lot of people, and eventually it will get to a point, either if not before the next election, that this government gets ousted out of Parliament. And I think it should do so. I think the people should say enough is enough and you need to leave. Because the king can do it. He can dissolve Parliament. But because he is what he is, right, he ain't going to do it. And I just feel that people like me, like you, bear with me for a second please. Sorry about that, you didn't want to see me sneeze, did you? I think people are so out of reality. And when I say reality, not using common sense. And that is a lot of problems in this country. People just don't use common sense. As a practical person, I do, right? I'm not saying I don't make mistakes, I do. But the difference is I try to have a common sense approach. If I see something's black, I'll tell you it's black. If I see something's white, I'll tell you it's white. If I see something wrong, I'll tell you it's wrong. Simple as that. I don't pretend to be the smartest person. I don't need to be. Right? Well, when you see something that's not right, or you can see other people are dissatisfied with something, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to work it out. If people are fed up to the back teeth with this government betraying them, betraying the pensioners, betraying the farmers, giving money away to the train drivers, and so on and so on and so on. But you know what pisses me off is that this government has given away over 500 million to foreign countries' farmers. And what do they do to our farmers? Slap an inheritance tax on them. Instead of using the money to support the British farmers, which it should have been done, no. Where's the sense in it? There ain't no sense. It's because they are not using common sense. And that is the problem with the British government and British people. A lot of them have just got their heads focused forward, not seeing anything around them, not seeing the light, not seeing the wood for the... I get my words muddled up. I'm just trying to think. Not seeing the wood for the trees, or something like that, you know what I mean? So you see a problem, but you ignore it. And this is how I see what our government's doing. Instead of using common sense, and this is why I say about Donald Trump, he's got a common sense approach. He's got his cabinet or staff working on the same principles he wants. And I'll be honest with you, it is truly amazing. And we should have the same principles in the UK. But we haven't. We've got a flipping government full of bloody monkeys. Absolute mindless morons. Civil servants that are too bloody afraid to say, no, you need to do it this way, and advise the government properly instead of being too cowardly to come up with the truth. And the other thing is, if you do tell the government, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, and it is common sense. Yeah? Don't have a problem with that. My problem is if you're advising government about policies that alienates the basic principle of common sense, then all you're doing is destroying British country and British values and the British people. And how do you think you could sleep at night knowing that you're destroying the British country and betraying our king and country? Not a very nice thought, is it? Leave a comment, let me know what you think, because at the end of the day we need someone in Prime Minister that's got balls, and Starmer's got no balls. He's a spineless git, and we need someone like Donald Trump that can do the job and stand up and say yes and no. And if you don't like it, no, we're not doing it. If we do like it, yes, we're doing it. I don't agree with everything he's done, as I said to you, especially the way he's carried on in the past. But overall, he's doing a damn sight better than what the British government is. And my hat goes off to it with respect. And do you know what the difference is as well? People respect Trump. And what's the latest? He's going to give the people of the USA a huge pay cut in respect of taxes they have. Sorry, not pay cut, but a tax deduction. Instead of paying huge taxes, he's going to drop that. And look at the UK. Look what a shambles we're in. We are paying the highest gas and electricity prices in the world. We are being robbed blind. And this government He's just got no guts whatsoever. And this is why I say what I'm saying. We need someone in as a Prime Minister that has common sense and got some balls. End of. That's what I'm saying. So as I say, leave a comment down below. Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you next video.